Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I look a little crazy right now due to the socks in my hair, but we're going straight into it. So I actually am going to be trying the clear Emerald glue today to see if it makes a difference. So far, it kind of feels a little bit different in formula than the purple one, but they both lay really well. If I were to use something clear, I would rather just go with the Anastasia Brow Freeze, to be completely honest. But I got the job done. So there's a little side by side of my eyebrows before and after, and both of them done at the same time. And if you are curious of what I have on my face, these are the Truly spot treatment patches that are like hemp and salicylic acid. So they're meant to like dry out your pimples a little bit, that salicylic acid in it. So I was just letting it sit on my face while I do my makeup. And yeah, I went ahead and primed my lids with some concealer, the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer to be exact. Sometimes I go between that one and the e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I like the way they both dry on my eyes. Some other concealers are a little bit more greasy or more oily and they end up creasing a lot. So I like these two to work with. But I'm basically going to create a little small hump like the other eye, and then I'll just repeat that process over and over again. I did end up making this side a little bit wider than I like to, so I did fix it with some concealer later on, especially because I wanted it to be just like the other eye. If you know me, if you've been watching my channel at all, you know I have like OCD, so if one eye doesn't look exactly like the other eye, then it will bother me so much. I probably wouldn't have even posted this video if I couldn't fix it with my concealer, but I did because you know makeup works miracles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat this process. I believe 3 humps on each side, and then I just dragged it out like a little wing. And then we're gonna carve it out with some one size makeup dissolving spray and a Q-tip just before we do our concealer, so we can get those sharp lines in there. And then also because when you go to put the concealer, you don't want to have any buildup product underneath. It makes it a lot easier if your eye is just bare. So that's the main reason why I like to cut my creases or clean them before I cut them. And same with any other crazy eye look, like this one, for example. It's a little bit more funky. I don't even know how I thought about this makeup look. I just started doing my makeup, to be honest, and this is what I did. And I ended up loving it, so I'm pretty happy with the color choice I picked and everything. So that worked out good. So after you do the makeup dissolving spray, you always want to like wet your Q-tip with some water, or if it's on yourself, you could use saliva if you're trifling like me. But wipe that oil off with the Q-tip. You don't want to leave that residue on there because it won't hold your concealer that you're going to cut your crease with as well as a bare eye would. So that's what I'm doing here. I actually sprayed it, believe it or not, with some water and then cleaned that area one more time. So right here, I just went in with like a light pink and just went a little bit over the lines. I just wanted to give it a little bit of a blended effect, but I didn't want to be too crazy with it because I did have this idea of a look where it was just a simple couple of lines and then a wing. So I didn't do any crazy blending. I just wanted it to have that little shadow effect behind it and not just be that dark purple. So that's why I did that. And then I did go back in with a small brush and deepen it one more time before cutting my crease like so. And the same thing for this crease. I literally I worked with the humps. You get a smaller brush, not something as wide as your regular cut crease brush, and you just start working in the lines and take your time with it. Obviously, I did speed it up for the purpose of a YouTube video, but you guys get the gist. So that's all I was doing. And this is the 16-hour camo concealer from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I believe this brush is from e.l.f. as well. I got it super long ago. I really don't know. Yeah, so that's what I did. I like to just buff it out, take my time. Nothing too crazy because you can go in with a smudger brush or like a really precise brush and fix those purple areas that ended up getting covered or whatnot. But this is the part that I was saying I kind of fixed this eye. You can see that I'm not really sticking to the shape that I created with the purple because I wanted it to be a little bit more condensed in my eyes. So I started going over it a little bit and I was just going to make up for it. afterwards with that dark purple. But if it wasn't like my other eye, like I said, I probably would have just washed it off. I wouldn't have even finished this video. So that's exactly what almost happened, and I almost messed up right there, and I almost gave up. You know what it is with me is like I am so impatient. Like I hate when I mess up something because then I have to take my time to fix it. But sometimes I have the patience. Like today I had the patience because this look literally took me like 2 hours. I don't even know why it took me that long, because I think it was just because I was sitting there watching YouTube videos while I was trying to record. And every time I watch YouTube videos or I put a movie on while I record, I just get completely distracted and I start like plucking my brows or shaving my mustache or putting socks in my hair. And it's just like I get distracted too quickly. But anyways, I put that light pink on my lid just to give it that little effect. And I'm creating a wing with that same purple that I went in with earlier. And all I did was wet my brush a little bit so that it would be more pigmented. One thing you do have to note with that, doing that with eyeshadow, is sometimes it gets a little chalky and it won't transfer as well, like if you wet it too much. So you kind of have to find a balance. But anyways, this is that Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless foundation. My bad. And I'm just working this all around my face, of course, in like 3x speed, because if not, my video would have been like 20 minutes long. Next, I went in with my Bare Minerals Stick Foundation in the shade Sienna, and I'm just buffing it out on my cheeks. It just sit on there for a little bit, so it started getting a little tacky, because usually it's a lot creamier than a regular contour stick. But I've been liking the feeling of it when I leave it on for a little bit and it gets a little tacky. I feel like it looks a little bit better, so I'll probably keep doing that. But I did add that on my cheeks and my nose. And then I went in with some brightening concealer. When I mean brightening, I mean like super brightening. This is like almost 4 shades up beyond what I am. So, and that was intentional because I feel like this one does oxidize a little bit. And also when you put the powder on it, it kind of darkens the color of it as well. So this is that 16-hour camo concealer from e.l.f. Cosmetics, of course. My go-to, otherwise I would have to say my go-to would be that L'Oreal Infallible concealer. Yeah, because all my makeup that I use so far, or I guess before I started working at my new job, was good, like really good drugstore makeup, and it worked really well for me. So that's what I like to use. But now that I'm working there, I'm gonna have to get some bougie products. Anyways, I started setting it with that Charlotte Tilbury, the micro powder, in the shade Fair. There's 4 shades for her. She doesn't have crazy pigment in these, but that's intentional. It's meant to be kind of like an all-day applicant. Like you can keep adding it and it won't get cakey. Similar to like the Universal Translucent Press Powder from Fenty. That was something I really, really was obsessed with when I first got it. I always recommend it to people too because it's really good. It doesn't get cakey when you keep reapplying it. It's a very similar thing. And then I went in with my M510 brush and some contour. I didn't use my Pink Leaf Cosmetics for the contour today, but I did use it for the blush. So, I always keep that in my routine. Yeah, I just wanted to like bronze up my face a little bit because why not? And then I went in with the pink OG blush from Pink Leaf Cosmetics and called it a day. I feel like when I mix it in with my contour, it looks a little bit like a bronzy, or like an orange kind of. So I like that a lot because I'm not a super, super pink blush girl. I kind of like the salmons, the corals, and stuff like that. I don't really like the bright pink blushes. I don't know what it is. Like, sometimes I like them on me. I really want to try the Dior blushes. I think that their shades are really pretty, but not all the time. Not all the time. And this is that Pretty Vulgar highlight I'm putting on my nose and my chin and my forehead. And I want to shine. I want to shine like bright like a diamond. And then I'm lining my lash line with some Duo glue. This is the green one. For anyone curious, I know I never mentioned which one I use, but I thought everyone would know since it's not the white one, that it's the clear one. But, you know, common sense isn't that common nowadays. So it is the green Duo glue for anyone curious. Also, if you were looking for an eyelash glue that's really quick and simple to use, I would recommend that one. And these are the lashes that I'm using, the style Bonita from Logos Boutique. They really pulled the whole look together. Like, I already had a vision of this look in my head, and these lashes were the lashes I was envisioning. Like, they were like a really nice volume, nothing too crazy, nothing too long where it would block my eye look, but they got the job done. They look really cute with this look, so I'm glad I picked these ones. And I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury's lip liner in the shade Foxy Brown, and then Rogue Artist or number 100 from Makeup Forever's lipstick. And honestly, I have not used the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners yet until this day that I was recording, and I love the formula. Like, trust me, I'm not all like bougie like that. I love my NYX lip liners, but this lip liner was just hitting different. It was like the application was a lot easier and creamier, but also it was keeping that pigment, so I love that. I hate super creamy lip liners. It annoys me so much. I love a matte lip liner. So, and this Makeup Forever lipstick smelled so good. Like, I was really shocked that I even had a scent like that, but this is the final product, and I love how it came out. I did retouch my hair so it looks a little bit more blonde. Yeah, I don't know what the inspo was for this look. I kind of just freehanded it and saw what I could come up with, and I'm obsessed. The pictures really came out cute, so I can't wait to post those on Instagram. If you got this far in my video, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and rest of your week. Stay safe, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Leave a like, a comment, whatever. I gotta get back on my YouTube game and advertising myself, but I am still here and I'm not going anywhere. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Bye.